Good evening. This is a message to Mama Shpaka and the Gentiles. Hope you're doing well today. I believe that this is a word, and I believe that many need to hear. So for those who have ears to hear, the melding of iron and clay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my brothers and my sisters, thank you for tuning in. And there have been many theories and interpretations of iron and clay. So let's turn to, I'm going to cut right to the chase here, okay? Let's turn to Daniel. Daniel 2. And the fourth rain is as strong as iron, because iron crushes and shatters all. So like iron that breaks in pieces, it crushes and breaks all these. Yet as you saw the feet and toes, partly of potter's clay and partly of iron, the rain is to be divided. But some of the strength and of iron is to be in it, because you saw the iron mixed with the muddy clay. And as toes of the feet were partly of iron and partly of clay, so the rain is partly strong and partly brittle. And as you saw iron mixed with muddy clay, they are mixing themselves with the seed of men. But they are not clinging to each other, even as iron does not mix with clay. And in the days of these sovereigns, the Eliah of heaven shall set up a rain which shall never be destroyed, nor the rain pass on to other people. It crushes and puts to an end all these rains, and it shall stand forever. Well, that was Daniel 2:40 through 44. A lot to be said there. But it talks of the last kingdom. I'd like to venture the thought process over to just go take a read of Luke 21, Matthew 24, 2 Timothy 3. But I'd like also to take us a little further back in time. A little number in Genesis 3 towards the end. From dust you are, and to dust you shall return. And these are my thoughts. You are created whole. Far be it a little flawed, but you are created whole. You are a finished temple, nevertheless. Keeping in the theme of Genesis, the angels of deception, came down and inserted themselves, creating a corrupted being, a hybrid, with no chance of redemption, because it fails to be made in the image of the Most High. Yahawah destroyed them all, the hybrids. That's in Genesis 6. You can read that. Now, if someone, Mishpaka, Gentiles, if someone of an appointed higher power, who in fact has no spiritual authority over you, tries to ever convince you out of convenience of life that society needs to be marked in some way, counted, if you will, herded like cattle, inserting the system into your temple to be melded with iron. Well, a house divided cannot stand, can it? For those who have wisdom, go read Revelation 13. Count the number. Now, you were bought, okay? You are a precious purchase, and you are His treasured possession. All of you were to be born of one mind and one body. So stay of one mind and one body. Not of iron and of clay. Stay clay, for humanity is clay. It's human clay, able to be molded, not cast stone forever. Your temple cannot serve two masters. Take not a mark from man. Let's turn to Revelation 9. I hope you're doing well today. I love you. And the fifth messenger sounded, and I saw a star from heaven, which had fallen to the earth, and the key to the pit of the deep was given to him. And he opened the pit of the deep, and smoke went up out of the pit, like the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun was darkened. Also the air, because of the smoke of the pit. And out of the smoke locusts came upon the earth, and authority was given to them, as the scorpions of the earth possess authority. And it was said to them that they shall not harm the grass of the earth, nor any green matter, or any tree, but only those men who did not have the seal of Elohim upon their foreheads. And it was given to them that they should not kill them, but to torture them for 5 months. And their torture was like the torture of the scorpions when it stings a man. And in those days, men shall seek death and shall not find it. And they shall long to die, but death shall flee far from them. And the locusts looked like horses prepared for battle, and on their heads were crowns like gold, and their faces were like the faces of men. And they had hair like women's hair, and their teeth were like lions' teeth. And they had breastplates like breastplates of iron. And the sound of their wings was like the sound of chariots, of many horses running into battle. And they have tails like scorpions and stings. And their tails is their authority to harm men for 5 months. And they have over them a sovereign, the messenger of the pit of the deep, whose name in Hebrew is Abaddon. But in Greek, he has the name Apollyon. Go research the Statue of Liberty. The first woe has passed. See, 2 woes are still coming after this. And the 6th messenger sounded, and I heard a voice from the 4 horns of the golden slaughter place, which are before Elohim, saying to the 6th messenger who had the trumpet, "Release the 4 messengers who have been bound at the great river Euphrates, and the 4 messengers who have been prepared for the hour and the day and the month and the year were released to kill 1/3, 1/3 of mankind." And the number of these armies of the horsemen were 200 million. And I heard the number of them. And this is how I saw the horses in the vision, and those who had sat on them, having breastplates of fiery red, and jacinth blue, and sulfur yellow. And heard of the horses who were like heads of lions, and out of their mouths came fire, and smoke, and sulfur. 1/3 of mankind was killed by these 3 plagues. By the 5, and the smoke, and the sulfur, which came out of their mouths. For the authority of the horses is in their mouth, and in their tails. And their tails are like serpents, having heads, and with them they do harm. And the rest of mankind who were not killed by these plagues did not repent of the works of their hands, that they should not worship the demons and the idols of gold and silver and of brass and of stone and of wood, which are neither able to see, nor to hear, nor to walk. And you can look up Psalms 115 and Daniel 5. And they did not repent of their murders, nor of their drug sorceries, nor of their whorings, nor of their thefts. I tell you this now, because there isn't much more time for me to tell you this now. The beast. He's here, and has been for some time now. I believe the beast is within. He's wrestling in strife with your thoughts and desires, to be pulled and tugged to and fro, tossing you about with every whim of teaching. It's Ephesians 4:14 through 19. so. Mamishbaka. Be strong. And I know you are. Be courageous, because I know you can be. The proving and testing of faith and belief works endurance. Keep him in the front of your mind. For the enemy is knocking. He's knocking. Knocking at the door of your mind. Squeezing at your heart. Twisting at your guts. Trying to turn you to him, who is the infected you. Instead of sending all deserving glory to the Father and his will on earth. His Son, his Spirit is here for you. Ask and you shall receive. Shine and you shall be bright. Show the world his gift. His Son atones for you. His blood sets us free, free from the darkness that was on the face of the deep. For the Spirit moves upon the surface. Catch it. Hold it. So that no one can steal your crown. For with that crown is him, and in him is the light of men. And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness cannot overcome it. Mamashbaka. Ladies and gentlemen, Gentiles, boys and girls, there's people praying out there. Be the prayer answered. Choose life without iron. For iron is this world. Stay clay. Stay human clay. I love you. Everything through Yahusha, HaMashiach. My name is Brian. This is Let There Be Light. Lights out.